News on Sunrise coming up. Bank of Ghana and the Chamber of Mines sign agreement for the sale of 30% of gold produced by large-scale mining companies to the central bank effective yesterday under the Ghana Accelerated National Reserve Accumulation Policy (GANRAP). Also coming up, business confidence remains strong despite rising cost and credit constraints, according to the AGI, that's the Association of Ghana Industries Business Barometer report.
Our VAT rate is still high, and then several other taxes, and the businesses cite as one of the challenges. There's also the issue of cost of raw materials, because we import a lot of our raw materials.
CD slides 3.1% against the dollar in July, faces fresh downside risk in August. I am Michael Obodu. Details of these and many other stories lined up for you. Do stay tuned. Well, thank you so much for your time. Straight into our top story. And Ghana's efforts to strengthen its international reserves have received a boost with the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the government and the Ghana Chamber of Mines. Under the agreement, 30% of the gold produced by large-scale mining companies will be purchased under the Ghana Accelerated National Reserve Accumulation Policy, known as GANRAP. This report has the details.
The arrangement is aimed at increasing Ghana's gold holdings and providing a more sustainable source of foreign exchange reserves. The agreement creates a direct link between gold produced by large-scale mining companies and the Bank of Ghana's Reserve Accumulation Program. Gold covered by the arrangement will be purchased by Gold Board and the Bank of Ghana, refined locally and transferred to the Central Bank for reserve accumulation. Government says the move will accelerate the growth of Ghana's international reserves and strengthen the country's ability to withstand external shocks.
That understanding at the time was for Gold Board, Bank of Ghana, and the miners represented by the Chamber to go through some negotiation. I'm happy to inform you that today's signing of the Memorandum of Understanding signifies that we have successfully come to mutual understanding that that policy will be implemented effective the date of signing.
The initiative also forms part of efforts to reduce Ghana's reliance on borrowing to build its foreign exchange reserves.
The Bank of Ghana remains committed to working closely with all stakeholders to ensure that the successful implementation of this agreement happens and to maximize its benefits for the Ghanaian people.
For the mining companies, the agreement provides a structured domestic market for 30% of their production, while the remaining 70% will continue to be sold through existing arrangements.
We believe that a solid, stable macroeconomic environment is a prerequisite for the work that we do. And so the policy intentions of the GANRAP is something that as an industry we completely support. The issues of building a 15-month war chest so that when any shocks come as a country, we are able to deal with it.
Government says the broader objective is to leverage Ghana's gold reserves to build stronger international reserves and improve the country's economic resilience.
And in that report, you heard the Finance Minister, Dr. Kasiel Ato, forcing Central Bank Governor, Dr. Johnson Pandete-Siama, and the CEO of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Engineer Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe, speaking there. Now, away from that, business confidence in Ghana remained strong in the second quarter of 2026, with the Business Confidence Index reporting 108.7 in the second quarter of 2026. This is according to the AGI Business Barometer released in Accra.
According to AGI, this reflects continued optimism over macroeconomic stability and government economic reform agenda. Chief Executive Officer of AGI, Seth Chuma Kwabwa, noted there are still external shocks that could dampen the confidence.
We have a baseline we call the 100-mark baseline. Any point above the baseline means that the confidence level is really high, and any point below it means that people are not very confident about the economy. They are hoping that the current war that is going on in Iran could stop so that its potential negative effect will not be too devastating. If it is, then there isn't much. Businesses don't have control over it, and then they will see the impact negatively on their bottom line. For now, government has done well in containing the situation. I think.
However, President of the association, Farm Kofin Siapoku, noted businesses continue to face significant cost pressures, particularly from electricity tariffs, which remain a major challenge to the operating environment.
Just at the beginning of the year, we were told that ECG has been instructed to withdraw that bulk arrangement, which automatically brought about 48% increase in electricity costs, making these companies uncompetitive.
The AGI called for a more supportive business environment.
Our VAT rate is still high, and then several other taxes. The businesses side that's one of the challenges. There's also the issue of cost of raw materials, because we import a lot of our raw materials. So it means that we need to deepen our value chains.
Per the AGI Business Barometer for Q2 2026, business outlook remains optimistic, with continued macroeconomic stability expected to support growth the second half of the year despite persistent external risk.
Let's bring you some more stories now. And the cedi depreciated by 3.1% against the US dollar in July 2026, reversing most of the gains recorded in June and taking its year-to-date loss to 10.4% on the interbank market, according to market analysis. The renewed weakness reflects a rebound in foreign exchange demand, particularly from the energy sector and other import-related activities after a temporary easing in June. This report has the details.
The cedi could face further but modest depreciation pressure in August as the Bank of Ghana contends with tighter foreign exchange reserves and sustained demand for dollars. Market analysts at IC Insights expect the central bank to continue intervening in the forex market, but say its capacity could be constrained by declining reserves. Ghana's gross international reserves fell about $1.2 billion to $12.9 billion following a $700 million Eurobond payment and $811 million in forex intervention in June. Bank of Ghana data show the currency lost about 8.4% against the dollar on the interbank market in the first 5 months of 2026. The dollar is currently selling at around 12 cedis 42 pesos in the retail market. With forex demand expected to remain firm, analysts say the cedi could come under further pressure this month.
And that was a 3 Business News Desk report. Let's bring you updates now from the currency and the commodities market.
On the interbank foreign exchange markets, where banks trade amongst themselves, the dollar is selling at 10 cedis 98 pesos. It lost 37 pesos. The British pound is selling at 14 cedis 82 pesos. It lost 51 pesos. The euro is selling at 12 cedis 66 pesos. It also lost 89 pesos. However, be guided that these figures could be higher at a forex bureau near you. On the global commodities market, Brent crude is trading at $87 per barrel. Gold is trading at $4,349.73 per ounce, down by $58.56. Cocoa is trading at $5,719 per ton, down by $6.
And those were updates from the currency and the commodities market, bringing an end to the business news on Sunrise. For more stories, kindly check out our website. It's 3news.com/business. I am Michael Obodu. Thank you for tuning in. As always, please stay safe.